Did
Done,
you hit record?
redirected. Not yet. Let me hit it now. Recording. Oh no, I don't want to hear that. No, close that. Okay. So technically I'm live?
Yes.
She's like, yes. Yes, Sandra, technically you're live. Look
Hey,
at you. I see you.
your
Look at
folks is fast.
you. Huh? Oh, live. Well, there you are. Look at you all redeeming first and second. Okay, so let me put this up. Hi, hi, hi. Make sure I'm not echoing. I'm not. Finally, listen with the finally. Listen, cousin. Correct yourself. Correct yourself. Okay. Let me do some shout outs. It's only right. Can you type in the chat, please, Miss Ma'am, so I don't have to do a whole copy and paste of your name? That way I can just make it easier. There, look at that. KJ, I'm gonna need your help today. I'm telling you that right now. I gonna need your help.
Hi. Hi.
Look how innocent and quiet you are right now. This is so deceiving. This is so deceiving. Jordan William, welcome in, welcome in. I'm literally just going to be doing shout outs. Oh, I guess I shouldn't be doing any shout outs. Don't let her run your stream. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try not to. If you're not already doing so, I'm gonna stop. Sorry, Lav. I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna let you do your thing. I'm gonna let you do your thing. Do your thing. Do your thing. Hello, peoples. Hi, my name is Sandra, and welcome to In Conversation with My Youngster. It has been a really long time to sit down and have this conversation. We're going to let some of the stragglers come in. So if you want to shout out and say hi, we can do all of that, and then we'll give them a couple minutes, and then we'll just go. And I know Lav's not going to shout herself out, so I'm going to actually shout her out, just because, and then she can shout at me later that I'm doing stuff I'm not supposed to be doing. Okay, so I'm going to try to catch some names. My youngster, feel free to jump in if you want to catch some names.
Hey, everyone. DJ King Jones live. Jordan, welcome in.
Hey, everyone. Like she just said, that's it. That's all. Um, and same with what she said. Yeah, what she said. Hey, everyone. And we're probably reversed right now, but that's okay. I never remember which way these things do. Um, I am excited. Raya, KJ, Lav, Jordan, Willow. Who else
Oh,
snuck
yeah,
in here?
Willow.
Yeah, Willow's usually quick. Like I think Willow's usually first, so she needs to go and fight with Lav because Lav clearly took her
He, j-
spot.
he just,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't, I never know how to say the other one. Kiara?
Oh, I just say Kai.
Kai. Okay.
Yeah.
Hi,
And then
Kai.
May, I used to say horribly wrong, and she corrected me. Katrina Waves, I've said her name wrong, and she politely corrected me. I'm glad people just like politely corrected me. I used the wrong pronouns for Raya, and I felt bad, and now I have to remember, just say they and them. There's probably some other names I really want to call Raya anyways, so I'm glad that you've just helped me out along the way. This is just to encourage me to just find like mean names for everybody, and just kind of go from there. Um, you can call you Kai, yes. Um, so just before we went live, I told my youngster that I have pages of topics, questions, stuff. So I'm gonna give it another minute or two before we dive in. Why are you shaking your head? Like, seriously, like, educate me now. Why are you shaking your head?
I didn't even have pages for you. I had a page and a half.
Well, this is why it's so important to making sure that I do this correctly. And I have thoughts about you. So it's
Oh,
only right I
goodness.
try to capture them. And you know what? I actually didn't even write down. Let me hold on. Let me turn these pages. I think I'm missing like the number one topic I really want to get to. Oh, look at that. It's not even on the list yet. Kissing tattoos has not been written down, but yeah,
I
that's
know
what
it.
I talk about the most.
I know it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Like I'm actually I'm baffled that I didn't write that down. Huh.
Hey, Mike.
Hi,
Hi.
Mikey. Hi, hi, hi. Raya, why would you use a mean name for a sweet baby angel like myself? Oh, Raya. Oh, oh boy. Okay, whatever you want to tell yourself. Uh,
Raya
um,
is a sweetheart.
And I'm so glad that Raya found us because Raya fits right into the fold. Mikey, I understand that you have, and we're gonna get ads. Those of you who gets an ad, you'll be fine. You're not gonna miss much. You can catch the replay. You'll be just fine. But the ads are gonna run. My youngster, I know that you have, not you, Mighty Mike, you have bad weather where you are. Please stay safe. My youngster, I'm hoping you don't have bad weather. But Mike was streaming
Oh,
earlier and he's just like, okay, I gotta go now. Bye. The sirens are going off. I'm just like, you were just so nonchalant and calm about it. Like how, like, I don't know. I'd be panicking and praying extra hard. I don't know how
be
you guys.
safe, Mike. Mikey
Yeah,
Mike.
Mikey Mike. Yes, yes, yes. Be safe. So I am drinking ginger ale. It is alcohol free because I want to be of sound mind to have this conversation. Um, are you drinking, my youngster?
Bougie water?
Is it bougie water? Oh,
Yes.
okay. Bougie water. Interesting. Does it have like a fizz to it?
No, just regular water.
Oh, that they poured into a bottle and overcharged you for?
Yes. It's
Okay.
from our it's from Callaway Gardens. It's local water.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, bougie water.
Bougie water. Now, when you say local, local meaning you are from where?
I am in Columbus, Georgia. This is
Okay.
from LaGrange, Georgia, or Pine Mountain. So
Okay.
about 30, 45 minutes from here.
Interesting.
Hmm.
Interesting. And you haven't
Where,
always lived there.
no, but it feels like it.
That's home for you.
I guess you could
Yeah.
say that. I was born here.
And then you came back.
Yeah, came back. The family came back.
The family came back, and you came back with
Yeah.
the family.
I had to. I was a minor.
Okay.
I was still in high school.
That wasn't that long ago, I'm sure, so you're okay.
94.
94. You were in high school in 94?
I graduated in 94. We came back here in 92.
I'm just like, where was I in 94? Probably doing stuff I shouldn't have been doing, really, when I think about it. Yeah, I was still young. Hi, Wavy Cat.
Anyway,
Welcome in, welcome in. So rules of engagement while people roll in, and I'm probably going to have to remind people along the way. Um, this has been on hiatus for almost 2 years. Coming back and doing this with my youngster is really like it's a monumental moment for me. I think it's a monumental moment for us. We've all had journeys in our lives, and I really wanted to make sure that I honor you, my youngster, and I give you time. So I'm not going to be watching the chat that much. The chat, you guys can talk amongst yourselves, have a good time. If you have a question, I would say do highlight it, hashtag ask, I don't know, shout. Please don't be repetitive with your question. If we don't see it right away, we'll try to just include it where it fits. But I'm asking everybody to please allow this platform to honor the queen that's sitting in front of us right now so we can have a conversation. It's a conversation. Yes, I'm going to grill her because I've got stuff, but it is a conversation. So I want to make sure that you are all a part of the conversation, but please allow us to have the conversation as well. There's such an innocent smile going on with her face right now. And I'm just like, this is not the petty queen that attacks me. That's not the same face. I don't know the face you're putting on for these people right now, but the aggression I get from your pettiness, your sass, you're attacking me while I'm trying to be productive in my co-working streams. That innocent face and the person you are, they're not matching for me right now. I just want to say, and the community is probably going to want to dispute this, but I'm pretty sure they're going to agree. Yeah.
only
Yeah.
KJ is gonna agree with you.
KJ, we're bonded right now, so you don't have a choice but to agree with me and take my side on everything. Um, I want to go old school and start this the way I'd always start these, although I've already been in Mikey, no. Although we are in a new season, we've already been talking, but I want to go back to the old ways of how I would start this. And I want you to tell us, how did the name My Youngster come about?
So, my youngster, it is a name from a high school friend. He gave it to me. So the MA is from my name, Mashawn. Young, of course, young. And he looked at me as his young sister because I was a year younger than him. So my young sister.
Oh,
My
See, I
youngster.
I like that. I had the assumption that there was something gangster in there, and that's how it came about. Um, I
Mm.
like that. That's nice. That is nice. Do you still keep in touch with that person?
When I feel like it,
Oh, okay.
but mostly no.
Mostly no.
Mhm.
Interesting. Interesting. Um, we're going to talk about a couple of things. So we're going to bounce around a bit. And I have a delay
Okay.
on my screen with you. So I'm trying to figure out what screen do I want to have up. That way I know that I'm not seeing you and seeing. Let me go this way.
Yeah, I have a delay in the on Twitch.
Yeah, yeah. It drives me nuts actually. So anybody in the comment section, you're really not going to get a lot of my attention. I'll try to catch it because now I've just put you on the other screen. So now I got myself and my youngster on the big screen right now, and this is nice because I feel like I'm like sitting in your house. I got my feet up on your chair. I got a drink in my hand and I'm ready to go. So you've been on Twitch now for how long?
Uh, three, 3.5 years, maybe three.
So 3 years since you've been streaming, or just 3 years since you actually joined the platform?
I'll say 3 years since I've been streaming, probably 3.5. KJ, 4 years maybe since I've been on the platform. I was modding first.
So you
First, I was
joined
just
as a
watching.
mod. You're just watching. So you came in during lockdown.
No,
You came in, well, I guess after. So, oh, I guess the world opened up and then you came to Twitch
yeah, towards the end of it.
towards the end. Okay.
Mhm.
Wow. That's interesting. Um,
I was too busy working during lockdown.
oh, it's okay. That's exactly where I'm going. What? Did you read what I wrote on the page? Like you didn't even give me a chance to get to point number three and you're just like, you're going there. I want to know what was life before Twitch? We're gonna go back to Twitch, but I want to know what was life for you before Twitch.
Work. I was working at Walmart at the time as a team lead or department manager during the pandemic. So literally, I was pulling 12-hour days sometimes while people fight over toilet paper.
I was about to ask you that question. Sorry.
Yeah, so I had to deal with that. And so when I got home, I was done. And I'm like, don't text me, don't call me, none of that.
Wow.
So
So,
I focused on other stuff
okay. So
during the
you were kind
pandemic.
of considered like an essential worker then.
I was, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Interesting. How did you find that time for you mentally?
Church.
Church
Um,
kept you grounded.
yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Even though it was on Zoom during the pandemic,
Yeah.
um, the love, the support that I still received, it was immense. Um, and then of course, my movies. I'm a movie holic, so just relaxing with a good movie or a good book.
Yeah.
Um, that was, yeah, that
That
did
did
it.
it for you. That did it for you. I like that. So you came to Twitch as a watcher, then a modder, and then a
Mhm,
streamer. Tell
mhm.
me about your mod life.
Well, I started with KJ, of course,
Okay.
and I'm like, KJ, I don't know what to do. I, I, I mean, I don't know what to do, and I don't like to be like that. So, being that I wasn't getting no assistance from another mod in a land far, far away, I did research
Okay.
and I learned all the things I needed to know. And then when I was in other streams, I would see what some of the mods were doing. I would watch and I would ask questions from some of them, and they would tell me. And research was like my biggest friend. Excuse me, because I'm like, if I'm going to do this, I'm not going to halfway do it
Yeah.
because I realized that my job as a mod was to make the streamer's life easier
Yeah.
and to make their stream better. And
Yeah.
that's what I aim to do.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't think a lot of people understand the importance of having a sword. I will say that I had a sword for a period of time, And I treated it like a business. Like I held respect for it because I just feel a lot of people want to say they have a sword and then they're out and they're doing all the other things. Now you still mod. How do you juggle that now with the fact that you're also streaming?
Well, most of the people I mod for is part of my team.
Okay.
So we do have a schedule and we try not to overlap too much.
Yeah.
So that kind of makes it easy. And anybody outside of my normal, they understand where my priorities lay.
Yeah.
Like KJ, no offense to anybody else, KJ will always be one of the top priorities because he's the one that added me first.
Yeah.
He's the one that taught me. So he will always be one of the top. And then, of course, the rest of the family, Rock, Jazzy, 662, Tech Rom.
I'm like, anybody you forgot right now is going to come for you later. I'm just
Yeah,
saying. So,
yeah.
yeah.
So the team.
The team, the team. Yeah, that's a safe answer. Safe answer.
Yeah,
Those of
but
you are who are rolling in, we're having an in conversation with my youngster. So, yes, yeah, you got to wave to the people. Exactly. Yeah. So that's your team. Some of those people are also your mods.
yes,
How is that for you?
interesting.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's interesting. KJ is normally my tech behind the scenes person, and I love him so much for that. If something goes wrong, that's the person who helps me fix it.
Yeah.
Um, if I am like the other day, last week, I think it was, I was pissed because I didn't know why it was crashing. KJ was the one to like, it's okay, it's okay.
Yeah.
I think Wavy was in there.
You're talking
But
Sunday.
no, yes, Sunday.
Yeah, so Sunday for me, I had you up on the screen, and every time I looked, you stopped. And I was like, what? Like, why is it auto stopping? I couldn't figure out what was happening.
Mhm.
But I had you just up while I was trying to be productive. I think I was productive, while you were, unknowingly staring over my shoulder, making sure I was actually doing something. And I was just like, I wanted to hear about the pizza, but I don't, and I thought it was just my internet connection. So I was just like, when you're trying not to get frustrated, it's like, okay, I'm just gonna kind of let it go. But you have a really tight family over there in the Diamond Lounge. Did they? We're going to talk about KJ in a bit. Yes, I have your blog post open. It's on my screen.
Oh wow.
But for the rest of the gang, your mods and your community that's in the Diamond Lounge, do you want to talk about them and give them their flowers or whatever else you'd like to give them while we're
Well,
talking about them right now?
well, they're all so amazing, and I couldn't begin to name them all. They come from a mixture of communities, um, and they're so supportive. They helped me get to where I am by being there, supporting, um, and just having fun.
Yeah, yeah. Your streams are fun. Um, You recently hit your 300th stream, and I was there for that. I actually had a little bit of a teary moment because I'm just like, I have not been in her stream 300 times at all. But I like, for me as an outsider, seeing you hit that milestone, and I like every time we turn on our streams, honestly, it's a milestone for us because we turn it on. But how did that feel hitting that 300 stream and just kind of thinking about the journey of getting there?
That was Wusa, a Wusa moment.
Yeah.
As I was titling my stream, I was like, 300? Is that right? And I look back to when I first started, and I was like, well, yeah, I guess it is
Yeah.
300. It just didn't feel right. But it was one of those woosah moments. I had to literally sit there and breathe for a moment. And I'm glad I titled it like 2 days before my stream. So I had time to sink in.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was a moment.
When you look back from that day one stream to 300 and beyond, because you've passed that now, how do you describe it? if somebody was to ask you, other than me, somebody who's maybe even a non-streamer, how do you explain the emotion and the journey from day one to thinking about it to now having 300 streams and more?
Growth,
Growth. Yeah,
growth.
yeah, yeah,
Uh, Being an introvert, streaming has helped me with public speaking, even though I can't see their faces.
yeah.
It's helped me step outside my box because I was not planning to stream at all.
What made you do it?
KJ,
KJ, you need to like pull up a chair and get up in here and defend yourself, yo, because yeah, yeah. I
I,
like
I
that.
felt I felt like I didn't have anything to talk about. Like people didn't want to hear what I was talking about. And he was like, "Yeah, people want to hear you. You got plenty to talk about." And I'm like, "No, I don't."
You do. You do. I will say it's definitely you are inspirational to watch. Even if I'm there for like 30 seconds, I'll pop in and be like, okay, misbehaving's going on. I don't need to be a part of this. I'm just gonna go back to the background. I'm good. Or if I'm sitting there while doing other stuff and I got you tabbed up and sometimes I might type in the chat, I watch how you I won't go to that part yet. I watch how you interact with your community. You can feel the energy and the love of everybody's there, and not just your community of mods, like the other people that are in the chat hanging out with you, whether it's returning people or new people. You have a program put together when you do your streams. Can you talk about that? Because I'm invested in how organized you are with all of the scenes, and you have a theme and you have a topic. Where does that come from, and how do you pull that together, if you don't mind sharing?
Well, I always tell people I think I am partially ADHD and OCD and was just never diagnosed. Um, because I can't come and just talk. I have to have something, even if I don't talk about that,
Yeah,
even if I steer away from it, I have to have something to talk about. So
interesting.
what I do is I make a calendar and I in my one of my journals that you inspired.
Oh, I like that you said that. I'm going to clip this later. My youngster said I inspired the journaling. Yeah, continue.
Yes.
Go ahead, continue.
And I have nothing but a list of lists in
Wow.
that journal. And one of my lists is different topics. So as you saw, I do restaurants, I do
Yeah,
travel. So under restaurants, I have the different type of restaurants that I want to talk about.
yeah,
I have different travel places to talk about. I have different trivia quizzes I want to do. And depending on the month, you know, um, is how I decide which topic falls into that month.
yeah.
And I just go from there.
And you do a lot of research because I'm assuming a lot of these restaurants, like you were doing the pizza one the other day, you are not necessarily going physically to all of these, but you've done your research, collected the data, and then you pull it together in a presentation format for the community when you stream.
Mhm.
How far ahead do you plan?
Depends.
Okay.
It varies. If I am in a highly productive mode, I could be 2 months out, 3 months out. Like all of my quizzes for the next 3 months is done. All my trivia quizzes is done.
Wow.
So it just depends on what it is.
Interesting. I have not looked down at this book yet. We're just going to keep going, and then I'm going to remember if there was something along the way. So, when you're doing all of your quizzes, you have a lot of the different channel redeems and things that pop up in your commands. Do you do all of those yourself?
Most of them.
Most of them. Okay.
KJ helps. And he's gonna kill me. He is, but he deserves credit where credit is due. Um, he helps with that, or he might suggest something, and I might be like, I don't know, and then I'll think about it and be like, heck yeah, let's do it.
I like that you
But
said that. I like that you
yeah,
said
he
that.
helps with a lot of that. He is my creative soundboard.
Interesting. So I want to take a commercial break, so to speak, because we keep talking about KJ, um, and a lot of people may not know who he is and what he's about. If you're not already doing so, please be sure to follow DJ King Jones. That's who we're talking about. He is nicknamed KJ. Those of you who are all rolling into the chat, thank you for being here as we're in conversation with my youngster. I'm trying to make sure. I was going to actually read it from my phone, but I'm going to be a big girl. I'm going to read it from here. So, the break I want to take is because I want to read this, and then I'd like you to expand on anything that you didn't already capture. Those of you on Instagram, those of you on Instagram would have seen that I was streaming, and my youngster let me know that she had posted something about KJ and myself. And I'm just like, oh, great. She gonna trash me. This is gonna be horrible. I'm gonna be hiding because if she gives me all the sass in my stream, what is she gonna do? Like free reign on an Instagram post? It wasn't an Instagram post. It was actually a blog post, which made me even more worried because I didn't know that my youngster had a blog post, a blog page. So I will share this post directly in the Discord. Those of you who are in the Discord, I will post it somewhere where you can read this on your own. But I'm going to read part of this now. We'll see how far I'm going to get because I'm probably not going to read my part. I'm going to only read KJ's part. The blog post is on myyoungster94.wordpress.com and it's called The Art of Loving You and Annoying You on Purpose. I'll get on your nerves, but when they come for you, it's war. Don't play with my people. And this is a shout out to KJ and also to myself. That does not look like me, by the way, but I like her lips. I'm just going to say, I'm just going to say. So the
Yeah.
post. There's a special kind of friendship that doesn't come wrapped in softness and silence. It comes with laughter too loud, jokes that hit a little too close, and a bond so solid it can handle a little playful chaos. That's the kind of love I have for DJ King Jones and Sandra Waves. Not the quiet kind, oh no, the kind that shows up uninvited, eats your snacks, roasts you in front of everybody, and then dares somebody else to try it. Wow, that's facts right there. Let's start with DJ King Jones. Over 30 years deep. That's not a friendship, that's a legacy. That's I knew you before you knew yourself territory. That's I remember your phases, your fades, your questionable decisions, and your glow ups history. You don't stay friends that long without building a language that only y'all understand. A look across a look across the room says everything. I'm gonna hydrate. Let me hydrate.
While she hydrate, hey you guys, hi, hi, hi. Like Key say, hi, hi, hi.
Okay, where was I? Where was I? A single joke can carry decades of inside references. And yes, I will absolutely annoy you just because I can. Because comfort like this is earned, it's lived in, it's unshakable. We don't have to read my part. We can pause there. I would like you to take a moment and share some more of the journey of you and KJ, if you don't mind.
I don't know what there is to share, but um, I was coming out of high school. It was during the AOL days when I met KJ, and we just clicked. We just clicked. And when he moved to Montgomery, he was stationed in Montgomery. I met him and we clicked as friends, and we've been friends since. I mean, he's the person that when things are not going good, you give a call and he shows up 2 hours later and takes you to Atlanta to relax.
Yeah,
He's that kind of friend.
yeah, yeah. Yeah.
Mhm.
Kate,
And he's never changed.
he's never wavered. He's always stayed that way with you.
Yes.
That's a cherished kind of vibe right there. KJ, if she ever tries to be mean to you, just play back this clip. This one's for you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And we don't have to talk every day because there was periods when we went months because life be lifing,
yeah,
and when we did talk, it was just like we talked every day.
yeah.
So yeah.
Time didn't lapse.
No.
It just kept on going.
Hmm. He's that
Interesting.
special crazy friend.
Special crazy friend. I don't know about that part, KJ. Like I was trying here and then she just derailed it and took it to crazy special friend. But let's hold on to the special part. But I think we all have to be a little bit crazy in order to get along with each other as well. Yeah.
Love you,
Yeah.
KJ.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolute huge love right there. Um,
Now, do
we
you
talked.
want me to read your part?
No, it's okay. Do you want me to read? I'll read my part. I'll be a grown up. I won't be that girl. I will read what she had to say about me. And I'm like, let me hydrate before. Um, I think I took my big girl medication, so I don't think I'll be crying. I'll be okay.
Hi, you
Okay.
guys. Missy Bell,
Michie Bell, hugs. I sent you a message. Love and hugs to you. Love, love, love.
Vicky. I saw
Everybody
somebody.
else that's here, hi. You're getting a blanket hi. This is recording, I hope. Either way, it will be recording somewhere and it will be posted somewhere. That's all I know. No matter what, it's recording. So we're okay. That's what I'm going to go with. Because now I'm just like, wait, did I actually press the record button? I don't think we pressed the record button, did we?
I don't know. I didn't hear it.
No, I didn't hear it either. But the Twitch will record
And you could download it from
and I
there.
can download it from there. So I'm not going to worry about that. But now I'm still going to do it now because I want to record to this computer. There, recording is now in progress. Well, the first half of this, you're going to have to do over again. That's where we are right about now. Uh, let me read, let me read what my youngster had to say about me. And then I'm going to talk about our journey because this totally caught me off guard. Um, Now, Sandra Waves came sliding into the picture through Twitch, and baby, almost 3 years later, it feels like she's been in the group chat since dial-up internet. I am not that old to know what dial-up internet is. Let me just add that right there. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. That's how you know it's real. Some friendships don't need decades. They just click, settle in, and start acting like they pay rent in your life. And Sandra, she fits right in with the chaos, which means she also gets the full experience love, laughter, and a little bit of why are you like this energy from me on a regular basis. Huh. Because here's the truth. If I don't mess with you a little, I probably don't mess with you at all. I'm talking about random jokes at the worst possible time, calling you out just enough to make you roll your eyes, but not enough to make you mad. Pushing your buttons with a grin because I already know where the line is and I would never cross it for real. It's playful, it's intentional. It's love wearing a slightly petty outfit. But let's be clear about one thing. I can joke with them, I can annoy them, I can get on their nerves like it's a full time job. You better come correct. Because the same mouth that laughs with them will absolutely switch tones if somebody tries to come sideways. Doesn't make announcements, it just shows up. And when it comes to my people, I don't hesitate, not even a little bit. We can clown each other all day, but the moment somebody else tries it, now it's a problem you didn't budget for. That's the balance, though. That's the beauty of it. Friendship isn't always soft and polished. Sometimes it's loud, sometimes it's sarcastic, sometimes it's a little bit messy. But underneath all of that is something real, something rooted, something that doesn't fold when life gets heavy or weird or complicated. With DJ King Jones, it's history that can't be replaced. With Sandra Waves, it's a connection that showed up right on time and stayed. Okay, now I'm gonna have to take a moment. And with both of them, it's love that laughs, love that teases, love that protects. The kind of love that stays, that says, I'm gonna get on your nerves today, but I'll stand 10 toes behind you tomorrow. And honestly, that's my favorite kind. That is the words of my youngster in her blog post. Those of you in the Discord, I will post it there so you guys can read it for yourself. And the reason why this humbled me, and I'm trying not to get choked up right now, I don't think I took the right amount of big girl pills because I'm like literally right there. Um, Twitch is volatile, and as much as we talk about community, we talk about love and connection and supporting one another and not gatekeeping and trying to just provide a space where people can come and enjoy themselves. Um, we all have experiences with Twitch that can just make us want to just flip a desk, virtually or not virtually, throat punch somebody, just to kind of get it out of our system. So, for you and I who tripped along the way and found each other, and for you to take the time to write the words that you wrote, I am forever humbled and grateful for the fact that our paths have crossed. There's something about my youngster that is, she's quiet, she's humble, which doesn't feel like it sometimes when she's in the stream. I'm just saying, or if you watch her in her stream, but you are very much calm. You are very much passionate, and you're very much the kind of woman many women should be aspiring to be. And I just want to make sure that you hear that from me right about now. So yeah, there's probably a lot more I want to say, but like snot nose tears is just not going to be it today. It's
Whew,
not going to be it
thank you.
today. Yeah. Um,
Moving on, so we don't have no snot, no tears
yeah, moving on.
that you have to edit out.
Yeah, no, I'm not editing. I'm putting this up as soon as it's done. This is going on YouTube, and I'm gonna have to edit some clips out of this, of course. But I want to talk about Twitch for a bit, mainly because I just talked about how quiet you are. I never knew you had a blog post, a blog site. I'm sure you've probably been posting it on your Instagram and putting the link somewhere, but I had no idea. You're not loud as much as, you may comment about how you are with the people you care about. You've been building an empire, which you want to dispute, and I'm calling it an empire intentionally. You've been building this empire, and you have all these different avenues, and like I know nothing. Like I trip and come across that you have a merch page, and I talked about that the other day. I know that you write. You write beautiful words. I know you write poetry, but when I think about Twitch exactly, like when I'm thinking about the programs that you've created, that you stream and you put on all the time when you turn on your channel, and the community that you've built, the one area that I'm definitely coming for you about right now is your partner journey. That purple check mark that you have, everybody now knows it because I've trashed you and cussed you in more than enough streams. Anybody who has not heard the conversation yet, my youngster was in my stream living her best life and didn't even want to tell the community that she got a purple check mark. I'm blind, cockeyed Charlie and everything. So I'm not looking beside somebody's name to see if they have a purple check mark. I'm just happy that they're here and they're talking to all of us in the community. And then I realized, oh, by the way, she has a check mark. We already had this in conversation planned. I don't think we had it booked yet. We kept on saying we want to do it. Your partner journey. Can you share that? Because you kept that as the best kept secret, apparently. And then you show up with a purple check mark. Can you share what made you take the path, how that path was for you? And then what has life been like after that path since you've gotten the check mark? Wherever you feel
Well,
comfortable sharing.
well, I did it because I wanted to say I could do it. And
Interesting.
at first, I didn't think I could. But when they changed the hour requirements, I'm like, okay, I could do it now. Because, something about streaming 25 hours a month didn't sit with me.
Yeah.
Um, but I was like, you know what? I could do this. And of course, I talked to KJ.
Yeah.
KJ is like, go for it. And I'm one of those people that some things I believe in doing silently.
Mm.
Watch me move. Just
Yeah.
watch me move and then see the results. Some results I believe just have to be shown, especially on Twitch. There's a lot of gatekeeping, and people believe that being a Twitch partner, you have to fall in with certain crowds and groups, and I refuse to believe that. So I made it a silent journey to show and prove that that's not the case. And I was a little nervous because I knew what I had to do. I had to, yes, Miss Bell, move in silence.
Yeah.
I had to go out in other communities, meet people, talk to people, not just go to grab people to come to my stream, but I
Yeah.
had to connect with them. I had to be the type of person that I wanted. Because yes, a number is a number, but all numbers aren't good numbers.
That's true.
You don't want anybody in your stream just to have numbers. And by me going out and talking to people and getting people and meeting people, that helped me grow. And I was like, all right, I'm moving in the right direction. A little quicker than I expected.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was interesting. So when the time came, I was like, KJ, I got all my numbers. 662, I'm about to put this in. And I just, like I tell you, like Nike, just do it.
Just
And
do
I
it.
did it.
Did you get, because I know some people have tried and they get denied. So you were able to do it one shot and get it done.
No,
Oh,
I did get denied the first time. They
okay.
said that I had too much pre-recorded content.
Mm,
And
okay.
I'm like, what do you mean? Because I only do pre-recorded like reaction at the beginning of my show.
Yeah.
And but I was like, you know what? It's okay. I know how to fix that. And I fixed it, and like 2 weeks later, I was
You
accepted.
were accepted. Did it motivate you to change the quality of what you were putting out, your production of your streams?
Yes.
Yeah.
hmm So I still do videos, just not for every stream.
Yeah.
I do it as a way to allow people time to come in. That's where I developed my self-care moment. Like,
Yeah.
what do you guys expect? Take your deep breaths.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that allowed me to develop that. And for me to realize my community really likes trivia.
Really?
They really love trivia night. So I incorporated, instead of one trivia night per month, it's now two or three per month because they really love trivia.
You're listening to your community, which is something I think is so important that we have to do. When people show up for us, even the lurkers, there's a reason why they're there. So I like the idea that you listened and you acted and you pivoted where you needed to. And congratulations once again. And the moving in silence. Okay, I hear you. I'm still in my feelings that I had no clue. You know, people are congratulating you. I'm just like, okay, I have no clue. But I like the fact that you did it and you did it your way. And that's something that's also, to your point, a lot of people do the partner pushes and they have a whole collection of people that show up, and then none of those people are there on the other end of it. And you seem to still be holding and growing your community. So you're definitely doing something right.
But there's the flip side to that too.
Yeah.
Everyone don't want you to have it.
Yeah.
So they're
Yeah.
gonna do what they can to make sure you don't have
You
it.
don't have it. How do you deal with that? Like KJ's your rock, he's your person. How do you deal with that when you know that you're putting your foot forward? There's no malice, there's no ill intention in what you're doing. You're really just focusing on what do you want for yourself, and you have those bad-minded people outside there trying to do everything possible to not make you succeed. How do you mentally handle that?
Well, after I cussed them out, talking to KJ, I have to take my moments in prayer. I have to release the negative energy. And of course, we still gonna talk about it, of course. Um, but lately, especially with that one situation I told you, I have to journal about it,
Yeah,
come to peace with it,
yeah,
and move on. KJ has a saying, and he has merch with it, and it says guard your peace.
yeah. You have to.
And that gets me through so much stuff.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, guard your peace, guard your peace. I even have a water bottle from KJ shop that says guard your peace.
Guard your peace. Yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
Do you have post-it notes around? Now I'm being nosy and seeing what's inside your house because you won't let me in. You have the curtains closed. You have
I
post-it notes. Yeah, yeah.
posted
Tell you there's,
notes.
and I showed you earlier, like folks, I've had this post-it note from we wrote and selected the date. This post-it note is the appointment for today, and I've had it like it's still like it's looking a little ratty right now. Yeah, yeah, I like it. I like that there's a synergy between us with our post-it notes because I don't feel judged. I feel seen. So thank you for seeing me. Yeah,
I love post-it notes. I
yeah,
love the more colorful, the more odd shape it is.
yeah.
I want
Yeah,
it.
yeah. There's something about stationery that really just makes you feel at home.
Yeah.
I want to pivot there, and I don't know how much you have out right now because when I was being nosy, trying to figure out what do I want to talk to you about, I know that you and I have had some stationary conversations. I encouraged you to create petty affirmation cards. Encouraged, keyword, because sometimes you like to use a different word there. I think I was encouraging you. Um, how are you doing with your stationary journey? Is it something that you can share? What has it been like for you?
Well, the affirmation cards, that's on hold because I can't find a good printer
Yeah,
that like a print on demand because right now I don't have the space to
yeah,
store stuff. So that's on hold, even though I do have like what I want to put on them, all that stuff is ready. I just need to
yeah,
find a good print on demand. Um, but like I was talking to Missy Bell about her word of the day
yeah,
calendar.
yeah, yeah,
Well, it's not going to be a calendar. It's going to be like a little pamphlet.
yeah.
So I am working on that for 2027. Um, but yeah, I'm just slowly making my list of lists.
Your list of lists.
Thanks,
Yeah,
thanks to your brain dump journal,
yeah.
journal.
I think
Um,
hun, I think it's so important. Like you have multiple journals. So do
mhm,
I. I was always trying to just keep one to keep it in one space, so I'm not scatterbrained all over the place. But some journals just needs to contain some pieces, and other journals need to contain other pieces, right? Um, welcome in all of you who are here. Thank you for being here. We're in conversation with my youngster. The brain dump is helpful. I think many of us have a mental wellness journey that we are either admitting or not admitting that we're going through. A lot of us were triggered during lockdown, right? There's a lot of things that happened to us, whether we wanted it to or not, whether you believe in it or not, it doesn't matter. We were all impacted in some way, shape, or form. My only reason for being here, Jazzy Lou, welcome in, is because of lockdown. I would not have made my way to Twitch if it wasn't for lockdown. And I found that the brain dumping, which I was doing way before that, the brain dumping helps. It helps get the things out of your brain. And put somewhere. The fact that you go back to your list, I need to try that because I will write stuff and I will write lists and I think they're really really good ideas at 2 o'clock in the morning, and then I
mhm.
don't go back to the list, and then 6 months later I'm just like there was something, and I'm just like that's right, I wrote it down somewhere. Do you have a process with your journaling that helps you as well? Because I know you talk about how you build your programs on Twitch. And I keep saying building your empire. I'm not standing down. I'm not standing back from that. You're building your empire. You need to embrace that. But yeah.
Okay. Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Yeah, damn it.
Well, I use my brain dump to like just write everything down, which I found to really help me sleep if I do it right before bed. So thank
Yeah.
you for that.
You're welcome.
Um, because my mind runs 100 miles an hour,
Yeah.
and I realized that if I didn't put it somewhere, I'm going to be thinking about it as I go to bed and then trying not to forget it the next morning.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that brain dump right before bed works. So then um I'll take the brain dump. If it's something that goes with the list of lists, like for streaming or for something I'm trying to accomplish, I add it to that. Um, if it's something that just needs to sit in the brain dump for a little while, it's gonna sit there.
Yeah.
Um, but then I have my journal. And sometimes I free write in my journal, and sometimes I use the Balance Meditation app, and it has a journal and in there, and it'll give me prompts if I want to,
Yeah.
and that sometimes takes me on a path I didn't expect.
Yeah. Those are sometimes the best kind, I have to say. Even if
Oh,
they're hard, they're sometimes the best
yes,
journey. Yeah. Yeah.
because the last one was kind of hard.
Yeah.
I was like, I I was crying by the time I finished. And then I have my anxiety journal, and that has helped a lot. I've started to learn my triggers, what triggers
Mm.
me, how I react when I'm triggered.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah.
I'm gonna pause. I don't know if we're missing anything um in the chat. Ivy, hi. And I know I can say Ivy. Four Seasons, DJ Jazzy Lou, DJ Smiles, Mikey, KJ, Vicky, Lav, thank you for moderating the chat and handling all of that. All of the other names, Michie Bell, and all of the other folks that I have not said a hi to, thank you for being here. I just keep thinking that I could not have brought this back with anybody else. This is just, first of all, you're the first person to have interviewed me. And I kept on saying I wanted to interview you, and you're just like, I have nothing to talk about. Look at you now. You have a lot to talk about, and there's still a lot more that you don't talk about and you don't really share. You're doing it, as you said, you're moving in silence. I talked about your stationery, and I talked about your Twitch journey because to me they're kind of integrated because of how you put your production, the quality of your work together for your streams. Like literally, it's your brand, and that's why I keep saying empire because you have all these different pillars within your empire that you're building. Do you integrate them intentionally or do they all just kind of fall into step? Do you find?
Intentionally.
Yeah,
Intentionally.
intentionally. Yeah, yeah,
While I haven't been as brand conscious as you always, but like when I started my photography business, um, it, I've always, and other stuff,
yeah,
everything was centered around dolphins. When I started my modeling stuff, it was butterflies. So everything was centered around butterflies and dolphins and streaming diamonds.
yeah.
So everything is typically centered around those three things. And you will always find red and blue somewhere in there.
Your background. Yes. Yeah,
hmm
yeah,
So um, I try to. So when you see it, you'll be like, oh, yeah, that's my youngster.
yeah,
That's
yeah, yeah, yeah. I actually have it written down. Share your photography journey. Because Miss Ma'am, did you plug it in? You plug them in?
It's plugged in. I just got to take it out and put it in the camera now.
Okay, well, progress. I always say just start. So you just started by plugging it in. Do you want to share with the community your photography journey of the past, where you are, and where you want to move to?
Ooh, well, I've always been the type to take pictures from when I was younger. In Germany, I was taking pictures of my sisters on the street and stuff, in the community. So that's always been a passion. So I have so many pictures from when I was a young teenager, starting middle school, high school. Um, and as I got older, events I either held at my house, like parties, or going to another other events. I was taking photos all the time. And but I never thought about it as a business until I left Walmart. Um, so when I left Walmart, because when I was in Virginia at Walmart, I saw the camera I wanted. I was like, oh my goodness, this is the perfect camera right here. I could take a picture of the birds, of the butterflies, of the stuff on the ground without having to bend over too far, without having to get on my knees.
Get the
And
right
I was like,
angles. Yeah,
right. I'm like, this is the camera I want. And so part of my funds when I left Walmart, I used it to buy that camera. And I
nice,
was like, okay, I had to make this 900 plus dollars back. And that's when I started networking with the community. And I was working at Verizon in Atlanta at the call center. And they helped me so much up there. You'll probably start seeing those posts in Discord soon. Um, but that's where I really started. They allowed me to do headshots for the supervisors
nice,
on the team. When we had events, they allowed me to do the photos for the events.
nice.
Um, and then two of my coworkers, one of them allowed me to do her photos for her business. Another one taught me about photography.
That is awesome. That is
So
awesome.
that's where it started. I did a contest in here in or Columbus for Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
Did those photo shoots, start advertising, and I found out that I work heavy with models. That's my main market,
Yeah.
models.
Interesting.
Mhm.
So you've taken a hiatus, I'm assuming, since the batteries weren't plugged in. Um, but you're planning to make that return.
Mhm.
Do you have a website or will you be using Discord where people can have your portfolio, do all the things, get in touch?
I haven't decided on the website just yet.
Okay.
Um, because I need to find a website where I could sell prints
Yeah.
on demand that I don't have to ship.
Yeah.
Uh, because I'm moving into the landscape and nature area a lot more
Yeah.
and street photography. So I want them to be able to go to the website, order their prints, and have it sent to them.
And do it. Yeah.
Um, but for now, it will be probably be Discord.
Okay. Okay. Um, I asked about that as well, because we talked about stationery earlier and the fact that everything is integrated and you're looking at the photography. And only because you talked about that when we were out of stream, why I'm just like, well, I'm going to mention it in this conversation. Um, the printing is a problem. And I know for me, I mentioned it in stream, like there's things I want to do. I bought a printer. I have a guillotine cutter here. Like I am ready to go. But our countries don't seem to like each other right now. So trying to do business internationally is just not going to cut it. Um, do you find, are you worried or concerned of doing that print on demand for your for your photography as well as for your stationery? Do you have any concerns or hesitations that may prevent you from pressing forward? Or are you just going to continue pressing forward regardless?
I'm going to continue pressing forward, but there is that concern, especially with like Canada is huge.
Yeah.
Um, and I have a huge Australian
Really?
base.
Really?
Yes, interesting. When I look at my sales from Kindle,
Yeah.
I have just as many Australian sales as I have American sales.
Interesting. Um,
So, yeah,
folks,
that
you're probably going to get an ad in 5 minutes. We're just going to be here having a conversation. If we miss questions, sorry, but hopefully we're entertaining you and giving you some knowledge because you're spitting some nuggets that I'm just like, I'm going to replay this and I'm going to be writing down a few more pages about you. Um, can we talk about your books? I'm not watching the time, so you have to tell me when you're done with me. But I think we've been
whenever
going
you're
for
done.
almost an hour. Okay, that's good because I'm probably somewhere still between page 1 and 2 of 5.
Oh, good.
Um, your books. Those of you who don't know, um, my youngster, I was like, I was going to go by your government name, but I prefer that you introduce yourself as the author. She's an author. I went looking for your books, and I was going to ask you about the country situations because when I go to Amazon.ca, uh, can't find you, limited. But if I switch countries and I go to US, I can find. I believe I came across 8 of your books,
Hmm.
8 books. Um, Yeah, we're gonna go there. I wrote down a list of all of the books that you have on Amazon right now. 8 books, ladies and gentlemen. The first one, which I don't know if it's in order of sequence, so you can walk me through that after, but I'm just gonna run through all 8 of the titles and then we're gonna go from there. Sexual Seduction, Lustful Passion, Seductive Pleasures, A Piece of Me, Michonne in the Making. I have questions about that one. Uh, Tales of a Trio, Best of Both Worlds, and Roads of Emotion. Did I miss any? I think I got them all.
You said lustful passion.
Oh yeah, that was book number 2 that on my
Oh,
list.
okay.
Yeah.
That's the
I mean,
short
that's a short one. Okay.
one.
Um, why do I suddenly feel warm, by the way? Just saying. I mean, as soon as I went to Amazon.com and I saw the list of these, you have a theme. Do you want to share your writing process
Is
and
that what you think?
It's not what it's not? Are you telling me the titles are not what I'm like if I purchase one of these books, I'm not going to be thinking about, lustful passion and sexual
Okay.
seduction
So,
and yeah,
lustful passion, sexual seduction, seductive, those are
pleasures. Yeah.
those are right. Now, a piece of me must shine in the making.
Yeah.
That is not what you think.
Oh, okay.
So,
I
that
did
was my very
okay.
first book, my very first one. And I wanted to give you a taste of all of my styles at that particular time.
Yeah.
So you got a piece of everything. You got the nice me, the motivational me,
Yeah.
you got the nasty me, and you got the KMA me.
Hmm.
So you got it all.
You got it all. Okay.
Yeah.
I
So
like
it's a
that.
taste of me, just
They
a
get a
piece.
variety just so they understand that it's not just one side of you. There's many sides to my youngster. That's an accurate assessment. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. Um, what's your writing process? I don't want to pick a book, but we're going to take a piece of me out of the collection. We'll take that one out since you've described that one. What's your writing process for seductive pleasures? I changed my mind. We're going to choose a book. So when you sit down to write the book, are you ready going with the title or are you just sitting down and the thoughts come to mind? Are you
Oh,
comfortable with sharing your process?
that's not a fair one. Seductive Pleasures is an anthology. I have a number of authors in that book.
Okay. Tell me which one you'd like to tell me the writing story, the
It's
writing
up to you.
process.
Pick another one.
Pick another one. See, I like sexual seduction. There's a whole
Okay.
reason behind that. We're just not going to go into that, but I like sexual seduction. That has a nice ring. It rolls off the tongue nice.
Yeah, from a song.
It's from a song. Snoop or
Mhm,
oh, from Snoop. Okay. All right.
mhm.
The shy
So,
one pops her head up when I say that. Interesting. I thought you would be lurking, but yes, carry on.
so typically when I write, I just write,
Yeah.
not with a particular theme or process in mind. I write what I feel.
Yeah.
So, or what's in my head. Because there is a poem that's in Sexual Seduction and also in A Piece of Me. And I was asked, what was I thinking when I wrote that?
Yeah.
Uh, I was watching NCIS
Oh.
and I wrote it in like 5 minutes.
Oh.
Yeah. I mean, of course, I went back later and edited it and
Edit it.
stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, 5 minutes watching NCIS with my feet on the couch. Um, but for me, the hardest part is once I've wrote it, edited it, typed it, and I have this thing. I like, I'll make a list, what I want to go in the book.
Yeah.
And then I'll go and print it so I could look at it physically. And I will read it out loud to check how it flows.
Hmm.
Because if I can't read it out loud without getting confused, you're not going to be able to read it silently without getting confused.
Yeah. Yeah, that is true.
And so I'm like, okay, I don't even like this. I don't even like it. Set it to the side. And then once I have it, I'm like, what order is it going in? What story am I trying to tell?
Yeah.
So when you open up sexual seduction, I believe that one starts with 26 places to have sex, A through Z,
Mm.
part one.
Part one.
Yeah, it ends with part two.
Interesting.
So it has that story in
Yeah.
between.
Yeah.
It has the tame and the not so tame, because you have to cater to both sides.
Yeah. When you're writing, do you write in a particular yep, shy. I'm taking a mental note just because I didn't want to grab the pen and be loud about it. But yeah, those 26 places I need to see how many of them have I checked off and do I want to check off?
Some
Um
of you might not want to check off,
uh,
like the
you-
boss's office.
So we're just going to keep it moving right there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. We'll keep
Hmm.
it moving right there. Yeah. There's a whole thought that I almost gave a response to. We're not going to do that because this is recorded right now. Um,
And
I
no,
absolutely
I
forgot.
did people I didn't do in the boss's office. Okay, I didn't.
I mean, well,
For the
anyway,
record,
for the record, yeah, for recording purposes, she did not do it in the boss's office. Um, totally
I just know
distracted right
someone that
now.
did.
Huh?
I just know someone that did.
Yeah, I know somebody that did too. In regards to your writing process, do you use an app or do you write by hand? Do you write on your tablet? It
Depends.
depends.
I'm getting more digital.
Yeah,
But normally it's by hand
by
because
hand.
my hand moves as quick as my brain.
Interesting.
Mm. Um, and it's normally scribble, so I'm not even going to show you.
Yeah, yeah.
Because sometimes I had to decipher what I was saying because I was trying to get it out so fast. Um, because I don't want to forget where my thought process was going.
Yeah, yeah.
But lately I've been doing a lot of typing as I go.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and then like the one book nine, that's book nine and 10, you guys, is under my youngster.
What made you switch names?
Huh?
What made
What
you
was that?
switch what made you switch name?
Twitch.
Twitch. The community
Keeping with the
knows you.
brain.
Yeah,
Keeping with the
yeah,
brain.
yeah, yeah,
Um, at first, my government name, which is Mashawn, Mashhawn.
yeah,
Um, you those were with the brand at that time.
yeah,
My youngsters with the current brand.
yeah.
So, yeah, that part. But yeah, I've been trying to go more digital, but sometimes digital isn't fast enough.
No. I I've talked about it in stream before. So I use Scrivener. And I use it because I'm an Apple person, so I can use it on my phone, my iPad, and my MacBook, and it's all synced. But then when I'm here on the PC, I need a different license. So I'm just like, that's not good. Sometimes I'm just using Google Docs, and I'll
Mm.
do the same thing where I'm writing. I was just talking about this the other day with somebody too. Like I literally will just sit down and just start writing, and the story will come to life. The characters, the plot, and I don't even always know exactly where. Like I don't start with a plan. Sometimes when you watch like YouTube and other writers out there, they have a whole strategic plan before they sit down. I'm just like, to me, and I'm not judging anybody, I just feel it takes away from the creative process of just pouring yourself into it. There's times I've written stuff and I look back at it, and yes, you're going to cuss me because I still haven't published anything on the book side of the world. But I look back at them, it's like, do I want the world to know that those are the thoughts that are in Sandra's head right now? That's her
Yes,
creative lane. I'm sure somebody might enjoy it, but
we want to know.
yeah, I think that's the part, I guess, and I've asked before, but how do you get out of your own way when you're writing? How do you get comfortable with what you're writing, knowing that whether you've experienced it or not, the 26 places, um, how do you know that someone else is going to read that? Potentially a church person might read that and be like, oh, this is what Michonne's all about. Do
I
you
don't know.
feel it doesn't phase you?
Uh, no.
No. Interesting. You need to
Now,
teach me that.
I hope people read it,
Yeah.
and I didn't know why at the
Yeah.
time. So again, I thank you for this because now I understand where my thought process was. There, I didn't have words for it.
Yeah.
Um, but you always say the people that are meant to see it will see
We'll
it at
see
the
it.
time that it's meant for them.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I was like, that's what I was thinking. I
Yeah.
just didn't know it.
Yeah. Yeah. I
And
I think that's important because we can get caught up in and block ourselves because we're trying to target an audience that may not be the audience that's supposed to see it. Where if you just go from the mindset that you're just doing it from whatever's within you, however that looks,
mhm,
there's somebody else out there that will be aligned to you. And maybe it's going to trigger them in a way that they need to be triggered. And it's not always positive. And I try to tell people that as well, right? When we're doing stuff, whether it's Twitch or anything, we can't always assume it's going to be a positive reaction to somebody, right? But
Mhm.
it's supposed to be something they come across, feel, touch, read, whatever, to drive whatever they need to do with them. What if they do something with them, that's great. But I think sitting here and having these conversations, the reason why I really wanted to sit down and I keep saying your empire is again for the same thing. Like someone right now is going to listen to this now or later on YouTube or whatever, and they're going to hear these bits and pieces of the conversation and they're going to be encouraged to write the book, whether it's poetry, an affirmation card, or whatever. And however they're going to do it, they're going to hear somebody else giving a different version of how they write, which is not the typical because everybody else is following a format that doesn't necessarily help the creative process. So I love the fact that you're sharing that. The digital space for me, I'm trying to endorse more because I'm not limited. Like if I want to just pick up something or I could just write it in my notes app, copy and paste it and put it somewhere else and keep it moving. I don't have to go and find the right notebook to write it down. And my writing is getting horrible as I'm aging. And I'm just like, I don't even know how to, if I spelled the word right because there's no red squiggly underneath it. So,
Right.
um,
And and
so go
the
ahead.
digital, I'm sorry.
No, no, go ahead.
The
Go ahead.
digital format comes in very handy, especially when maybe you're at a doctor's appointment and something
Yeah.
comes to your mind. You're traveling. You don't have time to pull out a notebook going through the airport,
Yeah.
but you can, as soon as you sit down, you can pull out your phone.
Yeah. Yeah.
So digital is very convenient. But when I'm at home,
You
I'm
right.
handwriting.
Yeah. I like that. Um, You can also do voice notes. I started doing a couple of them years ago and I stopped because I didn't like some of the things I was playing back. But then I think now that I'm growing into myself more, I can play those back or I can make new ones, understanding that there's something in there for me to come across. And then how am I going to use it? You use it. But yeah, no,
I can't do voice notes.
really, no voice
Uh-uh.
notes.
Because the way my thought process is, I'll have the thought, right? And then I was like, wait a minute. And then I'll stop because something says go this route. And I might have to look up something.
Yeah, yeah,
And with a voice note, I can't. Now, if I'm driving, I have no choice.
yeah.
But for the most part, I don't do voice
You don't
notes.
do
Now, if
voice
I'm
notes.
driving, yeah.
Um, Hi, Selecta Jinx. Everybody, if I've missed you, hi, let's do the wave. You get a quick hi, hello. Um, so partner on Twitch, you have your writing, you have your stationery that you're going to be working on. You're pouring yourself back into photography. You have merch. Anybody, if you go to my youngsters page, you can see you have a tab there for your merch. And your merch, you have everything. And why? I was going to ask you about that. But you have everything from things for babies, the dog bandana, the little stuffed animal, totes, water bottles, tank tops, hoodies, t-shirts. Um, how do you define what's the right merch that you want to move with from logo to actual product?
My mood.
Your mood.
Mm, mm, mm. My mood.
Your mood. Okay.
Um, because if I'm not invested in it
Yeah,
and I don't care about it and love it, how am I supposed to make you want it?
that's true. That's true.
So like if I do like the one that I posted on Instagram,
Yeah,
I unfollow back. I'm all about that movement.
yeah, yeah. Um, it's interesting because it's like I wanted to go there. I'm trying not to go there. I'm doing like a double Dutch thing, and I'm just like, I talked about the partner and the Twitch journey and the merch. Um, and the fact that you're saying that when you're creating the merch, you base it on how you're feeling. Um, do you want to talk about that since you've posted it on Instagram? You don't have to go into details and names and whatever, but I think that's tying back to the challenges of or the toxic behaviors of people on Twitch and how that can prevent what you're trying to do.
Well, there was a social media post that kind of explains it oh so well. Um, in essence, you shouldn't allow one person to dictate your life. Um, and you're so mad at somebody that you unfollow them because they impacted your life. That's the
Yeah.
problem. Hmm.
Yeah.
And please don't think that the favor won't be returned. Um, because it will. I will return the favor. Okay. Um, and that's not being mean.
No, that's you being classy petty. This is why like that you have a brand. Hon. You so have a brand. Because I don't know if I would take the same approach as you. But you do it in such a classy way. I'm just like I can't help but just like smile and nod and be like, yeah, yeah, that's my friend right there. Do that.
See?
Yeah.
Select the J degrees.
Yeah, yeah. There's I mean there's the life outside of Twitch, and a lot of people try to separate the life. To me, the life is the same. How you carry yourself in and out of Twitch, you're the same person. Maybe you're wearing a different hat, but you're the same person. Um, but I know like Jinx and I did our in conversation years ago, and we talked a little bit about it. I'm pretty sure, you know, at some point there's a whole other layer to it. And I know you've shared with me some of the things you've been through, and this is why like I tell people just start. Turn on your channel and just start. There's always going to be somebody who is rooting for you to fail. And it doesn't matter whether you've ever done anything to them. They don't even know, you don't even know they exist. They're just determined that person, I need to make sure that they fail. And how do I make it my life mission to make that person fail? And I just want them to just, I don't know, kick rocks with no shoes on or something. I never knew. Yeah, so my youngster not only streamed, she creeped and low key got partner and didn't say anything. Yeah, so yeah. Yeah, I'm telling you, I'm in my feelings about that, my youngster. Like, I'm gonna be in my feelings like that forever, forever, ever. Yeah, she's been streaming for a while now, 3 years, and recently got her partner status. She has an amazing community. Um, you know, and of course I automatically think about your storytelling nights because right now you're reading Zane, and I'm just like, I have that Zane book. I've read that book. And a few others that I won't confess about right now because I talked about that in stream the other day and I think people judged me. But I really like the idea that you haven't let it hold you back. Like you just keep pushing forward. I also like the fact that you're not hiding from clapping back at people in the right way to do it. Like, because I'm pretty sure there's other ways. I would probably choose a very different way. But I like the way that you've decided to do it, and you've done so to the point that it's even included in your merch. Like that is
See, had you caught me, let's say 20 years ago,
different
yeah, it would have
version,
been different.
different
Very
version,
different.
different version.
I would have clapped back, but not so classy.
Yeah, yeah,
It would have been a lot more cuss words
yeah.
and
So
a
you
lot
don't,
more, it'll have your name attached to
yeah, yeah, yeah. There's a
it.
power of giving people um the attention, whether they deserve it or not. And then there's a whole other piece to it where they take too much energy to get the name. Right?
Mhm.
Like I just feel like if I'm gonna, and maybe I'm, of course, I'm gonna cuss them out when I'm talking to my friends, like you would be doing with KJ. But there's a point where I have to draw a line on, I'm not giving you that level of my power for you
Mhm.
to take and run with it and feel like you're high and mighty and whatever. But I will acknowledge that it did disrupt me. And then I'll figure out how do I need to calibrate, take a moment, and then redirect myself. But it's not stopping you from trailblazing forward, which is a
Mm-mm.
beautiful thing.
Because at the end of the day, if I can't get over it, I'll sit there, turn on some thug music.
Oh, she said thug
I
music.
mean straight thug now, not
Straight thug. She went
yeah.
there. Yeah.
And I will write a mini story
Uh,
and they'll die in the story in a very vicious way, you know? It's like one of those moments where they'll get almost to the brink of dying, but they won't die, and then I'll do something else to make it even worse, you know? So, yeah, I'll do that, and I'll feel so much better, and then I'm literally, like, done with them at that point.
um, I'm right. Like I'm sitting there thinking, okay. I'm glad that KJ and I are not in that class, and you wrote such a nice write-up for both of us, and it didn't result in me dying. I'm gonna stay in that lane, hopefully, because I'm not sure I want you to write me that way. Um, Going back to right, KJ, like I'm scared. Like I was scared what she was gonna write, and she wrote something so nice, and then I hear what she's gonna do with all of the other people that are not so nice.
Well, my people when working at Walmart, both as the assistant manager and as a lead, two different locations,
Yeah.
they understood that. So when I got pissed at work, they'd be like, "Y'all better leave her alone. Y'all gonna end up in one of her books."
Oh, so it was a known.
It
Yeah.
was it was known.
Yeah, that's
Hmm.
scary. Speaking of books, you're working on a memoir.
Yes.
How far are you into it?
I finished the first round of edits.
Really?
Yes.
Are you excited about it?
Nervous
Why are you nervous, my youngster?
because it's not the type that's on the markets right now.
And that's exactly why it's supposed to be on the market.
So most people memoirs deal with a one specific topic, right?
Yeah.
And if you're doing an autobiography, it's all about their life. Like from whatever point they're choosing until the point that they're writing the book, right? Mine doesn't cover none of that. I'm taking multiple points
Yeah.
in my life. Um no, it's not Jinx. Um so like I use ChatGPT to come up with some of the questions, right?
Yeah.
And I incorporated those into different chapters. Um so there's a chapter about uh my first memory, and I read that on stream. You know, it just talks about what my first memory was.
Yeah.
And a lot of people don't think about their first memory.
No.
I'm like, how far can you really go back?
Yeah.
I was
You're literally making me think about this right now.
I was 5,
Wow.
getting in trouble,
That's the only way to do it.
biting kids that my mom was babysitting.
Yeah. Yep.
So that's what mine is doing. Mine is taking you through a journey, uh, loves, um, trips, best friends,
Yeah.
friends that they're not, you don't hate them. They just move to another spot in your
In your
life,
life. Yeah. Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And how I dealt with those changes, because I believe that a lot of people go through these things, but they
Hmm.
don't see it. They don't see that they're going through it. And they wonder why things are happening, but I've already been through it, so why not share it?
Yeah. When you're writing and you're going back through your memories and you're putting this together, that's now in an editing stage. Um, are you still learning about yourself as you go back?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yes.
that part's heavy.
And just a FYI, you guys, this is not a tell-all. Um, I don't have names. I do have initials. So if it's your initial, you'll know it's you.
Hmm.
Um, but there's no name. There might be a first name, but it's common,
Yeah.
but it's mostly initials. So
Which
because
is it's respectful
mhm.
for yourself, not even just for the individual.
Yeah,
Um, I'm gonna put you on the spot. You can kick my ankles late after. Do you feel comfortable reading any of it now? I believe it's a channel redeem in your stream.
sure,
Are you comfortable reading a section now with us?
sure.
Yeah. Um, I actually didn't think you're gonna say yes. I like this. This is nice. Yeah.
Oh, you like Is there any particular section you want?
The part that feels most heartfelt for you right now, wherever that is. So, because you know what you wrote. So, and of course, for me, I won't say I have a memoir because probably would be more of a tell-all than anything. But when I'm reading back things I've written, there's certain parts I always go back to, even though I know
Mhm.
like it's complete. So you decide wherever you feel comfortable, wherever is touching your heart, touching your soul, that you want to share with the community.
Hmm, that's interesting. Let's see what we have here. No, not that one. Yeah, I don't need to know that one right now.
I'm just like, what's she
Oh,
gonna say? What's she gonna share? What we gonna get?
and see mine because I am trying to tailor it to my brand as well.
Hmm.
So I have an intro that's kind of like a mini poetry.
Okay.
And then I have a petty truth at the end of each chapter as well.
I love your petty truths, by the way, but yes.
So yeah, I have like I tried to include that stuff in there too. So yeah. Um, let's see. Do we want to do family or what you want?
This is yours. I'm just here pressing a button to accommodate you, my dear. This is your platform. You are my guest. You can put your feet up and decide wherever you feel comfortable to read from.
Oh Lord, so many options though.
Hey,
I mean, it is like a 600-page book.
600 page. Wow.
Because
Are you gonna break
it's
it up
not
into sections, like
it's
seasons?
not like a 8 by 10 book.
No.
It's the 5.5 by
Yeah.
whatever. But yeah, it's broken up into chapters.
Okay. Will you put it out as one book or will you put it out as a
Yeah,
book one, book two?
yeah, one book. I don't have
One
time
book.
for multiple books. Yeah, no. Uh, yeah, let's do this one.
Okay.
So the intro for this one reads, "In bending becomes surviving. You shape yourself into the version that smooths the day, eases the tension, keeps the peace. But becoming the required version of yourself always costs something that the real you doesn't disappear, but it waits." So the title of this chapter is called The Required Version. When people ask who I had become to survive my own family, they expect some dramatic story, some soap opera style chaos. But the truth is simpler and deeper. I had to become someone who could thrive in her own company, not just tolerate solitude, appreciate it, not just sit alone, but be whole alone. Because while my family loved me, life inside these walls taught me early that being physically surrounded doesn't always mean you're emotionally held.
Mm,
Growing up in a household full of responsibilities, shifting dynamics, military moves, new cities, new schools, new routines, it was loud in all the ways that matter, yet quiet in all the ways a child sometimes needed. There wasn't always emotional space for everyone at once. Needs overlapped, schedules collided, and younger siblings got more attention because I was at different stages. So I learned a skill that stayed with me long after childhood. I learned how to be my own sanctuary. I became the kid who disappeared into books, the kid who cracked open a novel and vanished from the noise of the world.
mm,
A story could keep me company better than people could. Characters they listened, plots they understood, words they opened. Books were the first spaces where I didn't have to negotiate who I was. No expectations, no interruptions, no competition, just me and words. And when I wasn't reading, I was writing, putting my thoughts on paper long before I understood their weight. Journals became my confidants, silent, steady, patient. Pen and paper didn't ask me to be fine, didn't demand explanations, and didn't make me feel guilty for needing space. Solitude made became my quiet rebellion, my safe space, my emotional survival kit. I wasn't running away from my family. I was running toward myself. I learned early that your peace has to come from within, especially when the world around you is constantly shifting. People misunderstand what it means to enjoy your own company. They think it's loneliness, they think it's sadness, they think it's avoidance. But for me, it was and still is alignment, peace, clarity, freedom. See, I can laugh with people all day long, but I recharge in silence. I can hug you tight and deeply mean it, but I don't need your constant presence to feel complete. I can love you and still crave the quiet that reminds me who I am when the world isn't asking me to be anything. I love a good hug. Don't get that twisted. A real hug from someone whose energy feels like home can carry me through an entire week.
Mm.
But those moments are standalone blessings, not oxygen tanks. I don't need affection to exist. I don't need attention to feel valued. I don't need noise to feel alive. Alone doesn't scare me. Alone centers me. And that's who I had to become. A woman who can sit with herself and not run from silence. A woman who can hear her own thoughts without doubting them. A woman who can be alone without feeling abandoned. A woman who doesn't crumble when space gets quiet. My family taught me love, but they also taught me independence. They taught me how to care deeply without collapsing emotionally. They taught me how to give, but also how to retreat. They taught me how to understand people and how to understand myself even more. So, who did I have to become to survive my own family? Someone who is perfectly content in her own world. Someone who can entertain herself with nothing but a book, a pen, and her own imagination. Someone who doesn't need a crowd to feel whole, and someone who enjoys company but treasures solitude. Someone who learned early that the world won't always have room for her needs, so she must always have room for them herself. And that version of me, well, she's still here, rooted, centered, strong, and completely unbothered by the idea of being alone because she was built in the quiet, forged in the calm, and strengthened by learning that if no one else sits with me, I will sit still with myself. And the petty truth, I love people, but I love my peace more. Invite me out, I might come. Cancel on me, I won't be mad. Sit next to me, I'll enjoy your company. Leave me alone, I'll enjoy mine even more. Solitude isn't my backup plan, it's one of my favorite people. There you have
Wow.
it.
And I have to get Kleenex. I apologize.
Oh, she had to go get Kleenex.
I had to.
I was trying to avoid that.
It was gonna happen. As I get in my old age, it was gonna happen. You got people
Thank you
clapping.
guys.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Mikey with This Is So Me, that part. Um, wow. Woman, this is not supposed to be in the schedule today. Um, I really need your book. I really need your book. And I don't know if I'm ever going to write anything and put it out after hearing you do what you just did. That was powerful. That was intimate. That was vulnerable. That was growth. That was talking about becoming her. We all have a version of that that I think many of us are not willing to face because you got to do the work. Like, and that's where the writing gets hard because once you write it, whether you're typing it, voice noting it, writing it pen to paper, it's out there. Like you can't like people will tuck it back under the rug, but it's still there. Um, that was absolutely the right section for you to share with us. Do you need a moment and are you okay?
Okay.
You're good? Okay, you're good.
Mhm.
Um, yes, she is writing a book right now. She's written her memoir, and that is one of the chapters within it. Um, I know I said you have to have your own links. If you want to put any links throughout the chat, please drop them for people to find you. We're not done yet, but I'm actually feeling. I wish I had that moment where my OBS can change a scene. I can give you all something and there's some music playing, but my OBS is not turned on. So you guys gonna have to see me really just holding it back right now. Um, when I talk about doing these and unfolding the journey, this is what I'm talking about. Nobody knows, like people close to you would know, but you taking that moment to share a part of your memoir with us, um, unplanned, thank you. And that was the right section. That really was the right side. That peace within, a lot of people cannot sit with themselves. They don't know how to process the thoughts that goes through their minds, the memories that pop up. They have to keep busy. They have to keep distracting themselves, and to take yourself through that journey and to write it and then share it. You're helping somebody else who's reading that right now. That is for sure. That is for sure. Thank you. So there's her Amazon. Those of you in the US, um, Amazon, there you go. She has a number of books that she has written. She's working on 9 and 10. They will also be under my youngster, not her government name. And when she puts the memoir
9 and 10 is out.
9 and 10, which one's 9 and 10?
Well, 9 is out. It's under my youngster.
Oh, it is. So I have to now look. Okay. So these eight are under Mashawn, and then 9 and 10 are under. Nine is out.
My,
10 will be out under my youngster.
you're right. I mean, 10 if you count the journal.
I was going to ask you about that because you talked about that, but we haven't talked about that. And we talked about stationery, and you didn't really share all the things you're putting out there. So you have the journal.
Yeah.
Say it again.
Yes.
You know, see this is what I'm talking about, people. I don't even know where the camera is. This is what I'm talking about. Um, and this is why I have the utmost respect for you beyond words. You're not loud about what you're doing. There's people who always have to be shouting what they're doing. Oh, I've got this, oh, I've got that, and they don't understand the quality of putting it out the right way. You put it out so quietly that even people who was blind like me, said, like I'm guaranteed not to see it apparently, but you have the journal. Do you want to share the journal? And is the link that you just put in the chat also where we can find the journal?
So, well, if you go to Amazon and type in my youngster, it'll come up.
Okay.
I haven't been able to link it to the Mashawn,
Yeah.
but that's what I'm working on.
Okay.
Um, but the journal is a 365 journey, 365-day journey. Um, the petty side of life for you to for it's especially helpful for people that don't journal. It's a question a day. You could write it write long, you could write short. Of course, that's up to you. But it's just a petty life journal to take you through your year. One question a day. And it's dated for the day, like January 1st, January 2nd, but not dated with the week. So that way you could use it for any year.
In a year. Yeah. Yeah. Um,
Yes, that is the name, Tenderness with Teeth. Yes.
tenderness with teeth. Huh. Um, the
Yes,
other day
that's
you
it.
were, that's it. So the other day you were here and you were sharing a snippet of your journey. Oh yeah, your dream. Was it a dream? I don't think it was a daydream. It was a dream.
It was a
You were
dream.
running from the cops. You're like, yeah, I never should have typed that in her chat because now she's never going to let me live it down. I want more of the story. So you were running from the cops. You didn't know why. This is a dream, people. This is a dream. She's not actually running from the cops in real life. So she was running, she was having a dream. And the part she wanted to share in my stream last week was the part where she was running from the cops. She didn't know why. And then she ran into the arms of a strong man and had I don't remember if you said, yeah, you said hot sex because hot sex on a platter, the song came into my mind. And I was just like, there's a whole chapter that I could have expanded on, but I was playing Loftia, so that, I had to kind of dial it back. Um,
Thank goodness for that.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Thank goodness for that. Um, I will still say hell of a title. Yeah, that is hell of a title. Tenderness with teeth. Like I'm already there. Whether I'm supposed to be there or not right now, I'm already there with that title. Um, I notoriously pick on you because I was in your stream prior to that, and you talked about kissing of tattoos. There's a really sensual, erotic side of my youngster. Um, I'm like, am I asking a question or am I just gonna leave it there?
Ask the question.
What drives that for you?
I like to make people feel good. Now, if I flirt with you, that don't mean I'm trying to get with you, like you said in your stream.
Yeah, that's come back to bite me, by the way. But yes, carry on. Yes,
Yeah.
yeah,
But some
yeah.
people, if we're in that type of space, then yeah. But I like for people, I'm not saying the people I flirt with have low self-esteem. I'm not saying that by any chance. But I like to boost them mentally.
Mm-hmm.
I like for them to feel good. Everyone deserves to feel good.
Yeah, yeah.
And I don't say nothing I don't mean. I'm not gonna say, hey, sexy, and you really not. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna say, oh, you have the most beautiful eyes, and really you just got basic black eyes. You know? So like with Keys Place, he's the one that I be messing with because I really want to play in his hair. I was like, Keys, can I play in your hair while I kiss on your tattoos? Because he has a lot of musical tattoos. So I'm like, yeah, can I do that?
So you
Y'all
wanna
stop laughing at me.
we're laughing with you, and I'm just like, okay, I know this is an 18 plus stream. How far are we gonna go with it? How
But
comfortable is the
not that
community
far.
gonna be? Not that far. I'm sure everyone's mind is there. From you start talking about tenderness with teeth, like my mind, I don't even know what that's about, but my brain has already gone somewhere that I'm just not
That
even
is
gonna have
so
to say.
clean. That
That
is
is,
so clean.
well, clearly I'm not, because my brain,
Now,
absolutely not.
now the naughty one, that's gonna be book 10.
Book 10 is gonna be a naughty one. Okay.
Mhm.
So I'm just like, you just said book nine is clean. I don't know if book nine is going to do it for me. Book 10 is probably going to be the book that I want. Anybody in this chat right now that's judging me, that's your business. I don't care. I'm just not going to look at the chat, although I'm looking at the camera. Um,
I'm looking at the chat because I'm tickled.
yeah,
She
yeah. I'm
said,
not
I'm not
saying,
saying, hey,
hey,
sexy,
sexy, you
and
ain't.
you ain't sexy.
Well, I mean, yeah, you're gonna have brother man sitting there thinking, "Oh, my youngster said I'm sexy," and like, yeah, trying to do all the things and get all the attention. And I believe flirting is healthy, and I know that that's probably not the thing to say right now. I actually
It
really do. I
is.
do believe it's healthy. It's gotten me into a lot of trouble because I will
It's
flirt even with my partner beside me, but I think they know me well enough that I'm not trying to leave him and go and but there's a glow that hits somebody's face. There's a warmth that you know that you've attained with somebody. When they realize that it's a flirt and there's nothing more out of it, sometimes it can turn ugly because I've had that happen as well, where I thought I was flirting playfully and I wasn't interested, and they thought they should have been because I said, and I'm just like, I was just being nice. I thought that it would make your day. Apparently, it
right.
did.
And, and
Just yeah.
and that's the way I am. Like 662. He just popped in the
662 as
chat.
662 comes in here. Hey, what's up, 662? If you're
I
not already doing so, please be sure to give 662 a follow.
I I'll flirt with him all day. And he'll just look at me like I'm crazy.
Well, I mean, we know
You
that you are though, but
but he also know. he also know I'm not trying to get with him.
Yeah, yeah,
You know, somebody else, that might be a different story.
yeah, yeah. I totally get that. Yeah, I'll push the envelope on the flirting. Definitely. Yeah, yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. And usually that at that point, I think it's usually that they're like I'm not just flirting for entertainment. Like, but again, just figure out who to anybody who is listening right now, decide if you're going to be flirting with people. Should you be, depending on whatever your situation is, not judging anybody. And not all flirts lead to action.
Exactly.
Yeah. And maybe for others, all flirts lead to action, and that's your business as well. I am not judging you. Carefree, live your best life. But yeah, not all flirts. Like, yeah.
Now, Key say I could come play in his hair and kiss on his tattoos, then I'm like, when you paying for that ticket to North Carolina?
Play with his hair and kiss his tattoos. Yep. Yep. Yep.
I'm just saying.
Yep. I'm gonna look and see if there's any other questions that I wanted to ask because,
I
as I
mean,
said, I actually didn't write down the kissing of tattoos, and I'm kind of disappointed with myself that I didn't do it. But yeah, yeah. Those of you who have been here, the lurkers, we love you. We absolutely love you. We've been sitting here in conversation for the last, oh my gosh, we've been at it for a while, hun. Damn.
hmm
We have a few more minutes. We're gonna wrap up. I don't know if you have somebody that we're gonna want to raid. Thank you. Uh,
I
is
do.
her pastor listening? I got holy water in my chat that I'm more than happy to. Let me actually find the mouse because I'm pretty sure that this conversation was going to go very differently, and I'm really proud of myself for keeping it above board. Because I have a
And I want
simple
to thank
mind.
you for your podcast.
You want to thank me for my podcast?
Yeah, I am catching up.
Oh,
I'm in
I did a dump.
2025.
Yeah, yeah, I did a dump. I recorded them. So I either record them here with Zoom or I record them over there sitting down. Like I have a whole roadcaster and the whole setup to do it. I recorded them and I sat on them. And I actually don't know why. I think I was getting in my own way of putting it out there and I was just like, just get them done and put them out there. I'm glad that they help you. I do have some people that would be like, they'll randomly mention and say something to me and I forget that I do them. I want to do them more. Um, but I like the fact that we're doing this because this is actually inspiring me to go through all of the different pillars in my brand and actually execute. The writing book part I'm still working on because I think me talking about mindful living and curating your life and the stuff that I'm curating in those books, I don't know if it's the same branding. I might have to go with an alternative name for that book
Yeah,
or two or three that I've got sitting growing
that's
dust.
that's what people do. So go
I,
for it.
you know what I always try to figure out though, like would you do book tours? Right? Like now, I mean, for you, it's different because my youngster is a brand on Twitch people see every day. And then you also have your government name, Michonne. But back in the day when people would have the pseudonym name, like you don't do the book tours because people then know that you're you. Um, like, so how do you actually have the visibility? And technology has changed that, I guess. But like, would you do book tours and readings in small bookshops and that kind of stuff? Is that something that you'd love to evolve to?
Maybe,
Yeah.
maybe if it doesn't conflict with the more important things.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Now, my one of my favorite authors from Atlanta, um, her name is Marissa. Her other name is Pink, and I love her. She's came down to a number of book clubs, meetings with our book club, and she just do both. You know, Marissa is the standard stuff. Pink is the naughty stuff.
The naughty stuff. And she just embraces doing both.
Yeah.
Interesting. I think it's a confidence level. It's not even that I'm worried about people. I'm not worried about being judged because just breathing, I'm judged anyways. I think it's the vulnerability of how deep my thoughts run and wanting that to be exposed beyond a certain level. Like there's people in your life that will know this is how my brain ticks and whatever. But then to put that out there beyond, I'm still working on that. Still working on that. Um,
Mhm.
Gone extinct. Yeah, a lot of book clubs, a lot of books are going away. A lot of things are going to digital. But you mentioned the podcast, and that's your link that you put there, I hope.
Mhm.
Um, so you have your podcast. I'm not on TikTok anymore, so I don't know. Are you, because I know you have TikTok. Do you still do things on TikTok?
I am on TikTok, but I don't do much on TikTok.
Okay.
Um, I normally reserve it for promo at this point, because when they closed down in the US for that 24 hours,
Yeah.
it jacked up the algorithm. And I'm like, you know what? I don't even have time.
To kind of reset it and do, yeah, yeah. I just found for everything that I was doing, TikTok didn't feel like I was getting substance of connection. It just felt like, yeah, it's great. I was getting a lot of views, but it like I don't want to, I'm not I it's not the views for me. It's knowing
Well,
that there's a connection of stuff, people.
well, I would go live on TikTok and
Oh, okay.
I would talk about things like how to be a leader and not a boss.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I would have those kind of conversations on TikTok.
Interesting.
Um, and I would get a pretty good response,
Yeah.
but since
This,
they shut
that
down,
shut down. Yeah.
I'm not fighting this TikTok.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Um, Petty with a purpose.
Mhm.
Do you have a definition of what your purpose is, and do you think you're living it?
I'm not 100% living it yet. Um, but for me, being authentically who I am,
Mm-hmm.
people have to know and understand. You could be petty and have fun. You could mess with people and joke with people and have fun. Um, Everything doesn't have to be mean. Um, I tell my people all the time, yeah, I'm spoiled, I'm bougie, right? But I'm not a spoiled brat. I'm not the brat that'd be like, oh, you could only take me to have $100 meal, you know?
Yeah,
You don't have to buy me a car. I'm not bougie like that. And I'm not petty to where I'm mean. Like, oh, you want to do this? Let me go and slash your tires. You
yeah,
know,
yeah,
I could have, but yeah, no, that ain't me. But I could be mean. And if you piss me off, then you'll see the petty, mean side.
yeah,
But have fun. Yes, we all have priorities in life. Yes, we all have struggles in life. Um, but live life. Enjoy your family. Enjoy your friends. Too many people are leaving this earth
yeah,
way too. I have a friend, known him since childhood, since we've been back in Columbus. He's same age as my sister, early 40s, already then had a stroke. You know, too many things are happening. We have to enjoy the people that is in our
mm,
life.
mm,
Um, and so if you're in my circle, then be that person and be there. If you're not, go ahead and exit stage left,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
or I will help you exit
Exit
stage left.
stage left. Yeah, yeah. I think it's important that people just start learning to remove themselves. Like, why do I have to do the work for you? Just remove yourself. I mean, there's a good level of toxic. That's the bantering you have with people that you care about, you love, and you can laugh. But
Hmm.
then there's the bad toxic where they're just like, they're literally like poison and they're just poisoning not just you, but everybody around. And it's
Right.
just like, well, why? Like, why are you here? And I agree. I agree with definitely removing them. I like how you say that being authentically yourself. I think a lot of people, they don't know who that is. They're still trying to, and some of them are trying to figure out, and some of them are just, they're not even trying to figure it out. That's okay. I think it's important though that people know who they are And I just think that it's a miss if you don't, because you're missing out on so much. Like if you really sat down and you realize who you are, maybe you do like photography, right? Like there's like, and you haven't tapped into yourself that you like looking at pictures, but is it you like looking at the pictures, or would you love to take your own pictures, right? Like that kind of stuff. And people will miss out, and then they'll look back and be like, oh, I wish I had. Yeah, take the time by yourself, find the peace within, and pull it all together. I really love the piece of your memoir that you wrote. Like that literally is sitting with me right now. Like I'm pretty sure that I'll be writing tonight and I'll be thinking like seriously, you've helped my creative process of where I am right now in my own journey. So thank you for
You're
that.
welcome.
Yeah.
But you know what some people have problems with?
What with what?
Sitting in quiet.
They can't do it. I can
Mhm.
even do it where I'm not playing music because music is always attached to me. Like I wasn't sure how I was going to do the stream without music playing in the background. I survived. I'm going to be okay. But I've learned over the years to actually sit in complete silence. I've learned that I can actually drive and not play any music. I'll complain about every creak and crack I hear in my car, but even to just take the drive, long or short, with nothing playing, no one's talking to me. I don't have Twitch open, nothing, and just really just have that conversation with myself. I think that that's probably the most powerful thing anybody can do for themselves is to sit in silence. It's not easy, but you start and you feel agitated. Okay, great. You did celebrate the minute that you did it and try again for another 2 minutes the next time, right?
Right?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that's what you said in your podcast.
Yeah, I did say that in my podcast, but this is about you. Yes, my podcast. I am gonna try to celebrate myself more and put my stuff out there. But we have May coming around the corner, Friday. I'm talking about what I'm planning to do, and I can't believe Friday's around the corner. So after this stream, I'm going to marinate in the energy and the blessings of sitting down and talking with you, and then I'm going to like focus on May and all of the things I want to do. You have a journey throughout May, and that is around Mental Health Awareness
Mm.
Month. Did you want to talk about that while we're getting ready to wrap up?
Sure. Um, Again, you inspired it. Um,
I feel like I have to cut you
you,
a check right now.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So
That yeah, yeah as well. I'm gonna patent the yeah, yeah. The yeah,
I
yeah is
love it.
growing.
And I didn't realize I was saying it until I was on stream. I was like, wait a minute. Why am I saying yeah, yeah, yeah? But um I do plan to work on the movement part.
Yeah,
So I think May for me would be for movement, planning my movement
yeah,
more so
yeah,
than actually
yeah.
moving. Um, and for my mental health, a lot of people don't take the time to dive into their mental health,
Mm-hmm.
whether they feel good or not. They still need to make sure. Even if they're good, they could probably be better because we live in a crazy world.
Yeah.
Um, so I will be posting different things in my channel towards mental health. I do have content written out already.
Yeah.
Um, and if you choose to answer publicly, then answer publicly. If you choose to answer privately and just like the post, that's okay too, because some stuff might be more
A lot.
sensitive.
Yeah.
Um, but I do encourage people to go through the journey for themselves.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, because they might not know what's lurking in the back either.
Yeah. I always say the whispers behind your smile. Yeah.
Yeah, because I done
Yeah.
found out a lot of stuff about myself
Yeah.
over the past couple years. So yeah.
Yeah, it's heavy. Last year I did 12 weeks, Whispers Behind My Smile. And I made sure in almost every video I posted, I made sure I told people it is not easy. And what you think you started, because I thought I was starting with a clear vision, mapped it out, and I knew. And
Mhm.
in no time, it pivoted into like self discovery. And a lot of it was heavy, like things that you don't remember, childhood stuff, adult stuff, things that triggered you that you didn't realize triggered you until you go back and revisit it. Things that I've realized has hindered me from going in a direction of left or right. And it's not even about regrets. Like I try to tell people that as well. When you're going through this exercise, it really is not about regrets. You cannot live with regrets. Yes, you should have made a different decision. You didn't, and you learned from it, and you are where you are today because of that. And then you figure it out and you continue moving forward. But I just think it's so helpful for people to take the time that they need. I say that for me, it's a journey for the month because I don't want people to. You hear the word challenge, people get anxiety. Like now, I have to be competing, and whether you're competing with yourself or somebody else, I don't want people to have that feeling. I really want people to know that they're going to take the time to just start figuring it out, and then you take the next day and the next day, and you kind of build from that. So I like the idea of knowing again because you were a planner. Months in advance, I had this thought, and I actually did it last year where it was just a walking journey for 21 days. I'm just like, now I want an entire month, but it's not just I want to go and walk every day. Maybe some people are not up to walking. To your point, like you just want to sit down and when's the last time you got a physical? When's the last time you got blood work? You know, the pain in your knee, the pain in your back, the whatever. Like there's so many of us, myself especially, I've got stuff. I know what I can and can't do. I'm going to work with where I can work with and just kind of go from there. So I like the idea of knowing that you're also putting a platform on your platform. You're putting that space for people to take advantage of figuring it out and walking in that journey. Yeah. Yeah. Um, there's an ad that's starting soon. The ads can come and go. I'm just going to look through, um, while I'm looking through my 5 pages of notes. You mentioned ChatGPT earlier, and we
Mhm.
know you use AI because I looked
Yes.
different. Yes. Walk me through your embracing of AI because it's a controversial topic. The world I work in, I'm in technology, and it is a hard push. But a lot of people are not embracing AI. How did you come to that point of being able to embrace it?
I embrace change. I've always been that person that don't mind change. And then working as a manager at Walmart, one of my regionals over the electronics department told me something. He said, "Do you know why you don't see this particular brand anymore of cameras?" I said, "No, why?" He said, "Well, they refuse to change with the digital age,
Yeah,
and now they're out of business."
yeah,
I was like, "Oh, yeah." And that stuck with me. I'm like, "Okay, change."
yeah,
Change.
yeah,
And so AI, again, KJ, um, he got me started with Bing, so creating images. I'm like, "I can't do that, KJ. What I look like?" He's like, "You're a writer." This right here was one of my first images on Bing.
Oh, the one, oh, okay.
Mhm. So what I did was I simply joined the chat, looked at some of their prompts. I'm like, okay, let me try it. Copied it, changed it to what fits me. And I'm like, hey, okay, I'm all right with this,
Yeah,
you know? And then came Chat GPT.
yeah,
Now I love AI. And me and my nephew had a 2-hour conversation about AI in school for school.
yeah,
AI is great for getting information, and you still have to make sure it's accurate. But like I told him, I wouldn't use AI to write a report.
no,
I wouldn't use AI to write an entire book because then it's not you.
it's not you. Exactly. Yeah, yeah,
All right. Now, what I will use AI for, hey, can you rewrite this passage to make
yeah,
it sound more like me?
yeah,
Because I have Chat GPT trained to my voice
yeah,
and what I like. Now I will say, hey, ChatGPT, can you help me with this trivia quiz? I need some extra hard questions. Because my team said the last one was too
too
easy.
easy. Oh, mm-hmm.
And they'll drop me some questions and I'll go to Google and look it up, make sure this stuff is accurate.
Accurate. Yeah,
So I would use it for stuff like that.
Yeah.
I won't use it to make major life decisions.
Yeah. Some people really rely on it to that level. And I understand that standing up all the data centers that's running these AI solutions is toxic. But I also come from the space of I've been working in technology for my entire career. And when you talked about not advancing, so I worked for BlackBerry around the time of their rise and fall. And I remembered some of the biggest debates that we would have at the back in the day, and not because they didn't do Instagram, but they were not willing to modify to allow Instagram. And simple things like that. I don't think people thought Instagram was going to survive as long as it did. But I
Mhm.
remember, and I know Lavis told the story in her stream where I was just like, I worked at BlackBerry. I was not going to go and buy her an iPhone because I'm literally buying the competitor that's taking me out of business for my employer. But I used to use a thing called Regram back in the day on my BlackBerry in order to post on Instagram. And there was a whole bunch of confidence that BlackBerry had because the government was using them and them not modifying and staying relevant put them not even as a number two or a number three contender, right? Apple and
Right.
Samsung is dominated. And, and it's that when you say talk about the change, people don't realize how big and small not endorsing change can literally have a ripple effect on your life.
Mhm.
If they had made different decisions, could they still be as relevant as an Apple and a Samsung? Why not? Everybody loved them, but they didn't stay up with the times of how consumers were trying to use their devices, right? So, yeah, yeah, I use AI. I do use ChatGPT. I use it in moderation, and I'll do the same thing where I'm just like, can you something's not flowing right, something doesn't make sense, or I'll try to figure out what's the right persona that I want it to be looking from the lens of, not
Mhm.
my lens. What's the persona of the person that's going to be receiving whatever it is I'm trying to do? And I think that that's helpful as well because sometimes it allows you to get out of your own head and look at it a different way, right? So yeah, yeah,
Mhm.
um,
I like it. It's helped me do so many other things.
yeah.
Matter of fact, it gave me the idea on how to change my stream intro from the videos. That was
Interesting.
ChatGPT.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Huh. Didn't even think about that. That's a pretty interesting. Interesting. Um, you have the Diamond Lounge,
Yeah.
and I haven't, I'm gonna, I'm gonna highlight again where my youngster stays silent. So my youngster is now a partner. She has the Diamond Lounge, and she has the Mayhem Crew. I randomly got an email from you like a month and a half ago now. And I'm just like, this is spam with an invitation to join the Mayhem crew. And I was going to wait until this conversation to ask you. And then we talked about it before when we were testing the other day. I've recently accepted your invitation to now be a part of your Mayhem crew. Um, to those of you who is in the chat and can hear my voice and see our mugs, um, I want to read the definition of the Mayhem Crew for you. And I know my youngster, you already know it because it's yours, but um, I didn't know what I was signing up for. I just sat there and said, my youngster's a good human, and she wants me to be a part of her tribe. I'm gonna say, why won't I give it the opportunity? Um, so the Mayhem Crew. If I can read, because I don't know if I can read. I can read. This is one of those where I know I won't be crying. I'm gonna be okay. Um, so here on Twitch, the Mayhem Crew, where chaos is curated and confidence clocks in on time. Welcome to the corner of Twitch, where the vibes are loud, the laughs are reckless, and the shade is educational. The Mayhem Crew is not just a team, it's a whole atmosphere. We are streamers who press go live like it's a declaration of independence. We entertain with intention, we build community with backbone, we laugh hard, think deep, and keep the energy unapologetically elevated. This is organized chaos. This is confidence without apology. This is growth with glitter on it. What we stand on, authenticity over algorithms. We don't chase trends, we set tones. Community over clout. If the chat isn't thriving, what are we doing? Growth over ego. We level up and bring our people with us. Petty with a purpose. If we're stirring it, it's seasoned. I liked that line, by the way. What you'll what you'll find here, high energy streams that feel like a live show, real conversations mixed with reckless humor, creators who aren't afraid to stand out, a squad that supports loudly and wins publicly. The Mayhem crew is for the bold, for the creators who refuse to shrink, for the ones who smile sweetly and still shake the room. If you're looking for a quiet, this ain't it. If you're looking for real, welcome home. Chaos looks good on us. That's badass right there. And I'm not going to cry on stream, but I'm going to cry off stream. Thank you for including me to be a part of the Mayhem crew. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
love
Like I'm,
you.
I'm reading this and I'm just like, huh, okay, I see. I don't know. I didn't know what to expect. Like I didn't know what to think, but I wanted to understand what was the methodology behind it. And like as soon as I read this, I'm just like, this makes so much sense. So much
Mhm.
sense. Yeah, KJ, apparently I'm one of y'all now. Um, I'll fight her with you, okay? I don't know if I'll win, but I'll try. I'll try. As
Yeah,
we get, say it again,
our stream team is all about helping each other get to where they want to
where
be.
they want to be. Yeah,
And I ask the team all the time, what is your next goal?
yeah,
What are you trying to reach?
yeah,
And whether you're a part of the crew, the stream team, the goal is still the same.
yeah,
We are reaching far corners of Twitch that other people may not quite reach.
yeah.
No, we try to branch out, meet new people, because without that, where will we be?
You stay stagnant if you don't expand, if you don't reach.
Mhm,
There's people out there, I say it, there's people out there waiting to meet you. They just don't even know it yet. Yeah.
mhm. So
Um,
yeah, we wouldn't have Wavy Cat on
um,
Saturday mornings.
yeah. Wavy Cat on Saturday mornings. And
We
it's
wouldn't be
interesting
able to.
too, because people, Katrina Waves, those of you who don't know, is Wavy Cat. Um, I remember people asking if we're related, because we both have the same, it's like it's not a common name in Twitch. And it's
Mhm.
just so weird that we're both using our first names with Waves. But yeah, yeah, I think leaving Twitch and coming back is probably the best thing I could have done for my mental wellness and for everything that I'm doing and building because it's allowed me to come back on my own terms. And I don't care about all of the stuff. Like I turn on my channel, you guys show
Mhm.
up and misbehave, my hooligans. I love you all. That wasn't even supposed to be the name that you guys were tagged with, but that's where we are. Queen Hooligan is who I'm meeting with right now. The other Queen
What?
Hooligan, Missy Bell, is chilling in the back. Yeah, yeah, you can look behind you, but at the end of the day, it is what it is. Um, but I absolutely
Don't
love
say
it
that.
because we show up for each other, right? Like even if we're lurking, we show up for each other, we enjoy the vibe, and we just move in a different frequency than the majority of Twitch right now. And that's what I really, really enjoy. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Um, I've covered so much. I'm like I really covered so much. Like there was the simple questions about, what's your favorite food and favorite drink and whatever. And I feel like we're
Pizza,
past that. Yeah, pizza.
lasagna.
Yeah. Oh, lasagna. Oh, I have not made lasagna in a couple months. I feel like there's a lasagna that needs to be made this weekend. Yeah.
I'll be knocking on your door.
I
Yeah,
still have a little
yeah,
bit of snow on the ground. Yeah.
yeah.
Here we go.
Before we go,
Yeah.
I told Sandra Waves that I was gonna move in across the street from her
Yep.
until I realized they still have snow in April.
Yep.
You know, this hooligan said she was scared, and for me to stay where I was in Georgia,
Yep.
she don't understand. I'm the best person to move across the street from you.
There's an abundance of snow here, my dear. Actually, it's not bad. I can see brown grass again, and in the next 14 days, there's no snow showing up. So you're welcome to move here. I'm going to close my curtains Because, I'm just gonna be like,
I-
I don't want my youngs to know what I'm doing in my house when, I'm off stream. But yeah.
I'm not nosy,
No, but if I have my curtains wide open, then it just kind of gives you an invitation to look in and see what I'm up to.
but I ain't gonna be doing that. I'm still courteous.
Okay,
I'll
that's
be
good.
like, hey, Sandra Weiss, what you doing? Oh, you cooking lasagna? Let me
Yeah.
know when it's ready.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And you come with the Tupperware container as well?
I'm just gonna help. I'm gonna do you like I do my sister.
Oh no.
All right, I'm gonna say, what do you need? And matter of fact, come on, let's go to the grocery store because I
Oh.
want my own container.
Oh. Okay.
I'm gonna buy the stuff for my own container.
Oh, so making two.
Yeah,
Okay. Okay. I actually really want lasagna now. Like I absolutely love making it. I don't do it enough, but yes. Yeah, yeah, there's definitely some
that's
lasagna.
that's me.
Yeah.
We just gonna go to the store.
I don't know about the making a two part, but yeah, I get it. I get it. I
I
guess
want my own container. You
she's
can't
not
say I
even
ain't
saying
pitching in.
Tupperware container. She wants her own container. Um,
Mhm.
as I get ready to wind us down, I'm literally looking at these pages and I'm smiling with myself because I'm just like, a lot of this I didn't even realize we are going to talk about. I just kind of wrote stuff. I never write, like, I know people go with a script. I just brain dump, memoir, petty brand, whatever. And I'm just like, if it doesn't come up or if I need that jog or that prompt, then I'm going to be like, let me look down. Oh, let me ask that question. We pretty much covered everything on here, even the things that I didn't think that we were going to cover. Um, Two questions for you. Do you
Mhm.
have somewhere you would like us to raid? Because this is your stream, not mine. I'm just a guest.
Yes.
You do.
Yeah.
Perfect. Who
DJ Jack.
DJ and Jazzy Lou was here earlier.
Yes.
Yeah, perfect. So we will raid over to DJ Jazzy Lou. People need to make easier names for me to say. Like it is 7:43 p.m. for me, later for all of you, and I'm slurring like I was drinking and I didn't drink anything other than ginger ale and water. But yeah, Jazzy Lou, there we go. Yeah, yeah. So I'll make sure that that's where we're going to send the raid. As we get ready to wind down, do you have any words of advice, wisdom? You've poured a whole bunch of pebbles and nuggets throughout this entire stream. Is there anything that you would love to close on? Whether it's Twitch related, not Twitch related, entirely up to you.
No matter what you do, be the best at it. Aim to be the best at it. There are always going to be people that are better than you. Um, but you need to be the best you that you can do at it. Whether it's on Twitch, whether it's in life, be the best. Aim to be the best, and you will never fail. I am the
Absolutely.
best at distracting Sandra Waves on Saturdays.
Yep, you definitely do well. I'm glad you don't do it on the few mornings that I do stream, because even that, I'm just like, I don't know, I might have to start changing my stream times. You distract well. The fact that you put me in your task that's next level right there. Um, my youngster, from the soul, I want to say thank you for giving me the opportunity to spend time in the chair together and just have a conversation. I look forward to playing this back with the other pages in the notebook that has not been written in yet to capture all the nuggets that I know are sitting in a warm spot for me, inspiring, motivating, nurturing. You are the perfect person to help me bring back in conversations. And I look forward to being a part of your stream team, taking all your sass, apparently making you lasagna that you're gonna like just take me to buy the ingredients for. But I really do hope that everything that you are pursuing in your life, it continues to be in the path of where you want it. And if there's ever anything that I can do to help support you along the way, please never hesitate to let me know.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Yeah,
I
this is
appreciate you.
this is good. Wavy, I want to know why you laughing. Why you laughing over there? What who gave you the joke? Yeah, why you laughing? I'm going to drop the raid message to all of you before. Let me show I have some manners. To all of you who were lurking, you came in 30 seconds, 5 seconds, the entire time. I want to say thank you for being here. There's something about, and I know you and I talked about it off stream the other day, every time I press the go live button, I'm excited to do it, but there's always that little bit of nerve and anxiety because you don't know who's going to show up loudly or quietly for you. And to do something that I've retired from this platform and realized that I wanted to bring back to this platform, I want to thank everybody who showed up and who supported both my youngster and I. That's a very, very big deal for me. For my own reasons and my own journey. And I just really appreciate the fact that my youngster, you and I met in a past life, and I came back and you were right here and you were checking in on me even when I wasn't here. So I want to say thank you. I really, really enjoyed this. This was amazing. Thank you both. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I'm going to drop the raid message. Lav is
Thank you,
upstairs
Tyler.
preparing some food right now. W stream. Mikey
Thank you,
with the
Tyler.
young hip. What's the other one? Sub raid, I believe. Hell of an interview. Outstanding. Yeah. Thank you, KJ. Um, I like honestly, I am overwhelmed on the substance of our conversation. I expected nothing less. I don't think I expected to feel this emotionally charged. You showed up at the right season of my life, and I'm very, very happy to have you in this season with me. So yeah.
I'm
Um,
glad to have you too.
Thank you. So I don't know how I'm going to do this because I don't know what I'm doing. I'm going to set the raid message and then I'm going to end the live stream and then I'm going to wrap up with you off Zoom. And we're going to see what order I do this in because chances of me breaking something.
I got you.
Yeah. Okay.
So
So
do the raid first.
do the raid first.
You can
Um,
stop the recording if you want.
oh, yeah. Let me do that. That's one less thing for me to have to edit. Recording stopped.
Now do the
Um,
raid.
hold on. Let me actually go back because I need to make sure that I actually have Jazzy's name. Do. I know you sent it earlier, so let me make sure I have it. And if anybody asks questions, by the way, because we totally ignored all of y'all for the
I
most
was
part.
watching.
Okay, thank you. If
You're welcome.
anybody, DJ Jazzy Blue, thank you, 662. See, and she trash talks you, and you over here helping out and thing. Yeah, man, I appreciate you.
I
Okay,
never
so
said
we're gonna
secret.
start this. We're gonna start the raid message. Um, See, I'm so used to, I do my wave and I change my scene and I can't do any of that. He is live right now. Perfect. Oh, look at
Everyone.
that. Blowing kisses. Bye, peoples. Thank you again for being here.
Bye.
I don't know if you'll see
Thank
me
you.
tomorrow morning, but all the links that my youngster put in the chat, I'll also be putting in Discord as soon as I figure out how to have a space for you to put it. And you could send me some and I can even put them in the stream along the way as well. So happy to do that as well. So I'm going to hit the raid message now. And we going. And then
Go.
everybody
Bye.
have a fantastic night, day, week, wherever you are. And all of the words of wisdom. This will be posted on YouTube. You can watch the replay here on Twitch. Give me a couple days and this will be posted on YouTube and I will publish the link out there. So if anybody wants to catch more of this, they can. Yeah. Okay. And I am sending the raid right now. Do do do. Okay. And now I can turn off this live stream.